Hello. Hi, good evening. I hope you guys are all doing good. I'm glad to see you all. How are you guys? Arey, thank you, man. How are you? How are you? Jijit, hi. Ashwadi, hi. Good evening, everybody. Okay. I'm good. How is your wealth? Wealth कुछ है नहीं भाई मेरे पास. I just have better health. I don't have any wealth. I'm not yet a person who has enough wealth, okay? Shashi, hi, good evening. Sai Teja, good evening. Leak in shots. What about the leak in the shots of yesterday's prank? अरे that idiot उसको क्या करेंगे बोलो? You tell me what you're supposed to. Vikram, hi. Welcome to Siddhi. Vikram, hi. Yeah, my face is glowing. Thank you so much. It's because of the lights around me, which are appropriate, and since this is evening, I had enough sleep in the morning. So yes, nothing. Media guy is good. Media guy is good actually. Don't worry. It's educated. Don't worry. There is no question of TCS. Na, where do you get TCS? There is no question of TCS. So है नहीं. Question itself is not there. Bonal, happy Bonal. Thank you. All right. Please tell adequate. It's still adequacy. There is no. I mean, there is no discussion of TCS that is going on anywhere, right? So where do you get TCS in the first place? There is no question of such thing that is going on now. Wow, that baby Johnson. Ray, bhai, I don't use any face powders, okay? All I use is one single moisturizer which is still on my table, okay? So one moisturizer and one sunscreen, this is all I use. I don't use anything else. This usually stays on my table. That's it. Nothing beyond this. Yeah. Alright. So before we... Sound is not proper. Mic is connected well, okay? And the video of what do you say 110 to 140 will be posted tomorrow. So there were multiple mistakes that happened. This media guy was doing all these kind of pranks, etc. Finally what he did is he forgot to connect the camera and the mic together, and he recorded the video. Okay, we recorded the entire 110 to 140. We recorded this video completely, only to realize that that fellow did not connect mic and camera appropriately. So we had to discard the whole thing. Then again we have to go back. So I will record it. I'll probably record it in this frame after this class. It'll be I mean, it is less like a video, more like a talk to you guys as to how it can be done. So I'll post it mostly in the morning tomorrow, or tonight after the class we will post it. I'll just record it like this. I'll turn on my camera and I'll record. Okay. This is Requil. This is good one. I mean, I use it. This is really nice. It's a matte finish one. Alright, let's get started. I want to show the notes first. Okay, there is something that I want to show you in the notes appropriately. After which I can have a proper discussion. So this is the notes that we are talking about. So this is just your classical music notes. So if you see, this notes is divided into multiple sections, and there is a frequency analysis or the places where they are asking questions, which I will talk to you about anyways, no worries. So the notes is very comprehensive. This notes is already posted, I guess, or if not, it will be posted in the course material after the class. I will explain the theory in today's class. I will explain the theory first, then we will take a look at the questions, and once this is done, I want you guys to go back to the notes and please study the notes appropriately. It is just 9 pages. This is enough. It says Yada, don't run behind these things. We will add one supplementary notes of instruments, because instruments I have not covered in detail in this, because this is more of a theoretical part of the classical music. So I will explain the theoretical part. and I will add one more supplementary notes that is necessary for the instruments part, and that's it. That is more than enough, right? So if this is clear, we will start discussing everything. I am from Hyderabad. Kindly give him a reward. Yes, he is given a reward. I told him that he has to work for extra time tonight. So he has some work, so he's not in the office at this moment. I told him you have to work all night, edit the video if necessary. Let's see. Yeah, we will do analysis for railway exams also. What is the first exam that you want me to talk about? Before we start the class and all, you just tell me what is the first exam that you want me to analyze and start talking about. Hi, you're from Warangal. I'm from Hyderabad. Secunderabad, Bonal, Hyderabad. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. Enough of small talk. We had a lot of talk. Let's get to action. Shall we start? Aspirant NM4, RRB, NTPC, UG, expected one. They are in degree first year. Nana, if you are in degree first year, please focus on your studies and develop some good skills, beta. Trust me. Those who are in your, this is for, I mean, I don't know how many of you are in your degree first year, second years, etc., who watch these kind of series, but this is a solid advice for every one of you. If you are in your degree first year, second year, etc., beta, please focus on your studies. Your college studies are far more important. These exams, the cycles, notifications, etc., keep coming, keep going, but develop one very good skill so that you never know what kind of emergency might force you to go search for a job when you're preparing for exams also. So in your college days, please do not focus on, please don't ignore focusing on skill development, skill building. ये सब जो एग्जाम्स की प्रिपरेशन, ऑल दिस प्रिपरेशन फॉर कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम्स एक्सेट्रा, all of this you can do at a later date. You would have enough time for it. 1 year is more than enough to clear any kind of competitive exams of one day. It could be CGL, it could be RRB. 1 day is more than enough, and that part we will talk about it. I'll talk to you how to do it in 1 day. There is time for it, but nevertheless, let's start talking. All right. Okay, now we will start talking about classical music. So before I start talking about classical music, you please tell me, what do you know about classical music? What do you know? Fundamentally, what do you know? Yes, this is enough for tier 1. Okay. Yeah, let's get started. Chalo, what do you know about classical music? Nine classical dances. So what do you know about classical music apart from Sari, that part? I'm a very bad singer. I'm not gonna sing anything. Sari, Gama, Pada, Nisa. Along with that, what do you know? Yes, Sari, Gama, Pa, you know. What else do you know? Okay, so from the topic of classical music, there are around 5 major areas plus one more area, that is total 6 areas from which they're asking you questions. First type of place where they're asking you questions is, first place where they're asking you questions is the theoretical framework, the theory part or the vocabulary part. For example, they're asking you what is raga, or what is tal, what is tintal, what is rag bhairavi, what is jati, right? Then what is saptak? They're asking you all these things. What is swar, what is achal swar, what is chal swar, right? They are asking you what type of vadyas are there, what type of ragas are there. These kind of things they're asking you. That's the first thing. Second thing that they're asking you, it is about books, reformers, persons, or you can say books, reformers, and historical composers. So in a way, the second type of questions that they're asking you, this is about personalities, historical personalities. This is where they're asking you questions. Next area where they're asking questions is Hindustani forms of music. Okay, Hindustani styles. They're asking you what is Drupad style, okay, what is Khayal, what is Thumri, Thappa, or those kind of things they're asking you. Then they're asking you Hindustani, they're asking you forms, and they're asking you gharanas. They're asking questions on gharanas. For example, what is Jaipur gharana, what is Patiala gharana. So gharanas or schools they are asking you. Next question, Vandana High. Yes, I do remember. So one gharanas, and after that they're asking you certain terminology such as what is Tillana, what is Alapana, what is Kirti, these kind of things they're asking you. And finally they're also asking you instruments. Okay, they are asking you these kind of questions. So of all, theory, vocabulary, this is very very important. Then books. For this part of gharanas etc., you can stick to the notes that is provided. This is more than enough. Please utilize the static GK notes. The notes is very useful for you. If you're a part of GS or Brahmos, the notes is already available for you. Don't worry about it. So utilize the notes and revise from the notes. So first thing, I will start with what is raga, what is the fundamental part, what is raga and what is tal, etc. See, when you are singing, okay, when you are singing anything, in any song that you sing, usually there are two things. One is melody, okay, one is melody, the smoothness that is there. Then the other thing that is there is tala. So you have raga and you also have tala. These are two things, that these are the fundamental parts. So the raga is about the, I mean, this, the melody part, this is about, this is called as raga. The melody part of any music, you call it as raga, okay. Whereas the rhythmic portion, see, rhythm is different and melody is different, right? For example, melody is, see, I mean I'm a very very bad singer. I have actually collected YouTube shots and I have arranged all the YouTube shots that are necessary. But for your understanding, melody is about, for example, sari, this kind of a thing, where you have smooth melody that is going on. Then what is rhythm? Sa sa re re, this beats are there, right? So beats is rhythm, beats is rhythm, and the melody or the beauty with which you sing, how you use the notes etc., that is called melody. So raga is about melody and beats is about tala. This is a fundamental thing that you need to know. Raga and tala, there are multiple types of ragas together. See, raga is all about how you are using sari gama pada nisa together. Sari gama pada nisa, you're going to use this together. So how you are using it, where you are increasing the note, where you are decreasing it, so this is all about utilizing of the notes. And raga is known for, or raga actually is known for fixing mood also. For example, there is a raga called as Rag Bhairav. Rag Bhairav is a raga that is usually sung in the mornings, okay, used in prayers, etc. So there are multiple types of ragas which are used, which decide upon what is, I mean, when you sing it, how you sing it, how you utilize it. So the fundamentals that we saw till now, we spoke about raga and we spoke about tala. Raga is about melody and tala is about rhythm, okay. So if you are singing, you do this, right? This, the fingers, you start hitting this is called as tala, where you are using the beats or the cycle beats. And there are multiple types of ragas, there are multiple types of talas, etc. And Indian classical music is not a single entity. It's actually of two parts. First part we call it as Hindustani music, which is usually famous in the northern part of India, whereas Carnatic music, which is usually followed in southern part of the country. So, if two types of music, one is Hindustani music and the other is Carnatic music. Of these, Hindustani music saw a lot of, or this Hindustani music is a mix of Indian influence and also Persian influence, because after Mughals came in, who are Mughals? Mughals are Persians, right? So Persians, Central Asians, Mughals, all these people, everybody picked up, they have pitched in their own things, and that is how Hindustani music came up. So Hindustani music is more of a blend of lot of things, whereas Carnatic music more or less remained insulated from outsiders' influence. There is very less amount of outside influence on Carnatic music, right? So this is about the fundamental parts. Now there are certain basic terminologies that you must know when you're preparing for the exam. Okay, for example, first terminology that you need to know is swara. Okay, what is swara? Swara is about these 7 notes that are there. What are your 7 notes? Sa, Re, Ga, ma, pa, th, ni, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 notes which you call them as swaras. Swara is the foundational bed. Okay, swara is as simple as it's a musical note. It's a musical note. It is a foundational bed on which you build a lot of things. Okay, now for example, now the next word that we need to know is raga. When I am talking about raga, raga is a combination of swaras. Raga is basically a rule book. It's a rule book. It's about how you are using these swaras. Are you going them up? For example, sa, re, ga, ma. Are you going up or are you coming down? Are you following down? So how you're doing? Or are you doing like sa, re, sa? You're going up, down, up, down. So how you are combining these kind of things? This rule book to create a melody using swaras, you call this as ragas. Okay, there are multiple ragas. So raga is a rule book on how to combine, how do you combine swara to create rag. Okay, there are multiple types of ragas. There are multiple types of ragas. Okay, and in raga or within this, if you are going up, okay, if you're going up, you call this as arohana. Okay, arohana is where you are going up. Sa, re, ga, ma. So you are increasing it, you call it as, it is called as arohana. Whereas you are coming down, you call it as avarohana. Okay, arohana and avrohana is about how you are taking it up and how you are bringing it down. Okay, so within the same raga also you can have multiple improvisations that are going on. Now I will show you some YouTube videos about what is raga, what is tal, etc., so that I don't want you guys to get traumatized with my voice. Okay, okay, I don't want you guys to get traumatized. Okay, so I will play some videos and I want you to understand what is raga, what is tal, etc. See this.
Let's go by your ear. Charigam.
Just a minute.
You don't have to know anything about music. Just go by your ear. Charigama is one. Charigama. Can you see the ma is a little elevated here? So now when I take a raga which has Sarigama pa, you can't bring in the Tivra ma here at all at any point. When you say a raga, it's melody. It's a string of notes. Sarigama pa. Every raga has a swarupa, has a form. Every raga has an emotion by itself. If you listen to some ragas, you won't even realize tears will be coming down your cheeks. Listen to some ragas where you would like to get up and dance. You have to breathe this raga into the lyrics and then sew in the tala, and then it becomes a composition.
Okay, so just a minute. We'll come to tal later. I'll explain tal first. Okay, I'll explain. Did you take any musical classes to? No, I did not take any musical class. No. Anyways, if it is that way, I'm glad you felt it that way, but I did not take anything. Okay, at the end of the class I'll play one song that you guys want, but for now let me take the class. Okay, let me teach you. उसके बाद जो है वो बाद में करेंगे. You know only raga of revenge. Huh? I know the raga of avengers. Okay, all right. Now the next word that we have to understand is tala. Okay, so we spoke about swara, we spoke about raga. Next we are talking about tala. Tala is where you are repeating it. Okay, you are repeating the beats. There are beats and you start playing the beats multiple times in the same cycle. So this is called as tala. Okay, so for example, you can have stronger talas, you can have lighter ones. You have various types of tala. For example, of all talas, there is one tal which is called as the mother of talas, which is teen tal. Okay, teen tal is actually considered as the mother of talas, where you have 16 beats. 16 beats, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. There are 16 beats. So tal is more of how you are using the beats and how you are adjusting it. Or for example, there is one more tala which is rupak tal. Rupak tal, the rupak tal has got 7 beats, right? So beats, you call it as tala. Now I've collected one, I've actually organized one very good shot of Ustad Zakir Hussain, who is explaining talas. Let us hear it from himself. Okay, we are at the end then, huh? Okay. Okay, so the rhythmic beats that they are doing, you call it as tal. Okay. Now, within raga, there are two major types of ragas which are very famous, which are also asked in your exams. One raga that was asked in your exams of 2025 is Bhairavi raga, and the other raga is actually Bhairav raga. Okay, in your 2025 PYQs, they asked two songs basically, two ragas. One is Bhairav raga, and the other is Bhairavi raga. Okay, these ragas are usually played in the mornings, and these are more of melody type of ragas. And Bhairav raga is associated with Lord Shiva, and Bhairavi raga is associated with Ma Parvati. Okay, Raga is associated with the Shiva, and Bhairavi raga is associated with the Parvati, and these are beautiful ragas. Okay, listen to this. Let me play this so that you also can have a small, have some understanding about it.
तो भैरव और भैरवी एक्चुअली शिव और शक्ति
Just a second.
हिंदू माइथोलॉजी में एक कॉन्सेप्ट है शिव और शक्ति का, है ना. शिव मीन्स द मैस्कुलिन एनर्जी एंड शक्ति मीन्स द फेमिनिन एनर्जी इन द यूनिवर्स. शिव का रौद्र रूप जो होता है उसको हम भैरव कहते हैं, और पार्वती जी का एक नाम भैरवी भी है. भैरव को बोलते हैं इट इज द किंग ऑफ मॉर्निंग रागा, और भैरवी को बोलते हैं क्वीन ऑफ मॉर्निंग रागा. भैरव एक मर्दाना राग है और भैरवी एक सदा सुहागन भैरवी, ऐसा कहा जाता है. तो भैरव और भैरवी एक्चुअली शिव और शक्ति है.
Okay, so this is about Bhairav ragas and Bhairavi ragas, and there is a fundamental difference between Indian and Western music also. Please see this.
You can think of Western music like a staircase. So when you sing the scales going up and down, it's kind of like you're stepping up and stepping down. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now with Indian music, you get something like a trick staircase, where there's like random trapdoors. Like I mentioned before, we have little embellishments or curves in the middle called gamakas. There's different kinds of gamakas, but the one I've talked about most is called the kampita gamaka. The kampita gamaka is basically when you oscillate between two different notes. So for example, right here we have, if you sang it without gamakas, it would just be plain. This is a short one. Ba, also flat. Western music like a staircase.
Okay, so these are few basic things that I wanted to show you. Coming back to what we were talking about, let's continue. Just a minute, please. Let me adjust my screen properly. You saw him in tea powder ad, Taj Mahal tea powder ad. Even I saw him in that only. Okay, in my childhood, even I saw him in the tea powder ad only, which my dad used to drink like anything. All right. So yeah, here we are talking about Swara, Raga, Tal, and Gamakas. Okay, Gamaka is about the weaving that is there. How you are using them, the pitch, etc., that is called as Gamakas that is there. Okay, and we saw two ragas primarily, Bhairav Raga and Bhairavi Raga. Bhairav Raga and Bhairavi Raga, these two ragas are considered as morning ragas. Now there is one PYQ statement that is there which said certain raga should be used or should be sung only at a fixed point of time. No, it is not like that. You can sing any raga at any point of time. It does not really matter. Okay. Now the next word that we have to understand is about Saptak. The next word that we are talking about is saptak. Saptak is also called as octaves. Okay. See, basically, you can take any node or any swara of a music, or you can take any swara of a music, and you can sing it in three different pitches. Okay. Saptak or octaves basically refers to pitch. You can sing it at three different pitches. For example, you have lower pitch, you have mid pitch, you have a high pitch. For example, sa, low pitch, sa, middle, sa, you are increasing it, it's a higher pitch. So you can sing any note at three different pitches, and this pitch you call it as saptak. Low pitch is called as mandra. Low pitch is called as mandra. Then middle pitch is called as madhya, and the higher pitch is, or the higher pitch is called as tar. The higher pitch is called as tar. Okay, so there are three pitches. Let's say sa is written with a dot below. The meaning is this is low pitch. Sa with a dot below, you call it as low pitch. For example, if I say sa with a dot above, this is high pitch. Sa without any dot or a dot between, this is called as medium pitch. So for example, you take a sheet of paper, or if you see musicians etc., they keep a piece of paper, right? So for example, it is written as sa, 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 sa. So you have 4 times sa, sa, sa. So you are changing the pitch of this. So if I say sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, the meaning is you're starting at a lower pitch, and then ga you are going at a flat line or medium pitch, and pa, da, ni you are going at a higher pitch. So this way of how you indicate the pitch of these notes, you call this as a saptak. So saptak is more about how you are changing it, how you are increasing and decreasing the nodes, etc. Okay. So now let me show you one small video, one small illustration about saptak also. I have collected that as well. So I have actually collected whatever is necessary, what I cannot explain properly. I have actually collected them. Let me check where is my saptak collection, or I guess saptak I did not collect anything. No, for saptak I missed collecting anything. Sorry for that, but nevertheless. So this is called as saptak. Okay. So saptak is about your pitch, where you are placing it. That. Now the next thing is gamaka. See, gamaka I'll tell you, don't worry. See, gamakas are about how you are, let's say, how you are intervening the notes. For example, let's say, sa, re, a very bad singing though. Sa, re, ga. So, you are extending it for a longer period of time, right? Let's say, you're not going like sa, re, ga, ma. No, you're not doing that. Sa, re, ga, ma. So you are spending some more time on it, where you are interweaving it. You are trying to change the same note pitch within that one octave. You are increasing it and decreasing it, right? So this is like, for example, sa, re, ga, ma. Whereas if I say sa, re, ga, ma, so I'm pulling it for a little longer and I'm trying to intervening it. Okay, that is called as a gamaka. Gamaka is where you are interwinding it and you are holding and pulling a note. That is called as gamaka. Okay, so beyond this, even I am not a professional. Okay, I'm a very, very bad singer. I'm not a professional at all. This is what I try to, I've understood from your questions. I prepared the notes and then I'm explaining you. I'm trying to explain my best so that you will not feel bored in the class. Okay, right. So this is about saptaks. Now within the notes, okay, within the notes, that is within the 7 notes, that is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni. Within the 7 notes, there are certain notes where usually these notes do not move. Okay, the pitch shifting does not frequently happen with respect to certain notes, whereas for certain notes, pitch shifting happens very frequently. If you take, for example, sa and pa. Sa and pa are the notes where you don't have so much amount of pitch shifting. Just give me a minute, please. Just give me a minute. Yeah, we will continue talking. I can't write for 5-7 minutes. The stylus is actually out of charge, right? So yeah, what we were talking is about there are certain notes within Sarigama Padani where the notes can move, and there are certain notes where the notes cannot move. So for example, you take re, 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 re. You have multiple places where re can adjust itself. Whereas if you take sa and pa cannot adjust more. The others can adjust. So the notes which do not adjust usually, the notes which don't shift, you call them as achal swaras. Chalna matlab kya hai? What is chalna? Chalna is moving, right? So achal swaras are those swaras where they cannot move from one place to the other place. They can't swing, they can't move. Usually they are sung in the same pitch. Whereas all the other swaras, ri, ga, dha, ni, these swaras will shift their notes. So you call them as Chalaswaras. And Chalaswaras can go as sharp as necessary. They can go even till Tivraswaras also, as in re. So they can even go till that extent or that point of time. That kind of pitch they can go. Okay, so there are two types of swaras, Chalaswaras and Achalaswaras. Chalaswaras are where which they can move their shifting, they can shift their pitch position. Whereas Achalaswaras are those that cannot switch their position. Okay. So now let me show you a couple of videos. I'll show you a couple of videos, just a minute. Within talas, there is one very famous tal which is called as Teen Tal. I've spoken to you, right? Teen Tal is also a PYQ question. It was asked multiple times. So I'll show you what is a Teen Tal.
Teen Tal, which is 16 beats, has a melody. 4 groups of 4. So the first 4 is dha, din, na. Dha, din, na. Dha, din, na. And then a little embellishment of the same phrase. Dhage, din, kridin, din, na. Din, kridin, din, na. And then 9, 10, 11, 12 would be Dhage, din, kridin, din, na. Din, kridin, din, na. Then 13, 14, 15, 16 would be Tere kitta din, kridin, din, na. Then Tere kitta din, kridin, din, na. So just the way I say it, I play it. Dati dagate nagena. Gena dagate nagena. Ge dagena daga. Gita dagena daga. Tirgat dagena daga.
So this is Teen Tal, where you have 4 plus 4 plus 4, total 16 beats are there in Teen Tal. Okay. So we spoke of Raga, Shaza, Rizwan. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. Arey, no, I am not equipped enough to teach music. So this is about talas and all, right? Now there is one more word that we have to know. Just a minute. I'll switch the screen again properly. There is one more word that we actually have to know. The word that we are talking about is jati. Now you might hear or you might get surprised about what is this word jati in music. Jati is not about the community that is there. Okay, jati in the word of music has 2 different meanings. In Hindustani music, the meaning of jati is the number of notes that are present within a raga. Okay, for example, there is a raga called as Odav raga. Odav raga has got only 5 notes. What are notes? Sarigama Padani, right? So in Odav raga, you only have 5 notes. The entire music, if you are playing within Odav raga, it will go only within those 5 notes. You will not have the other 2 notes. Similarly, there is 6 note raga. 6 note raga you call it as Shadav raga. Then there is 7 note raga, where in that raga use all the 7 notes. You call it as Sampurna raga. So in Hindustani music, the word jati refers to number of notes that are present within a raga. Okay. For example, let me show you again. Let me show you again. I am trying to make this class as engaging as possible. Please see this.
Every rag has a unique identity. One of its features is jati. You might have noticed jati in the introduction of any rag. Jati is one of the important ways in which ragas are classified. Jati refers to the number of notes used in ascent and descent of a rag. There are three main types of jati. A rag that uses 5 notes is called Ordav Jati rag. One that uses 6 notes is called Shadav. Any rag that uses all 7 notes in ascending and descending order is called Sampurna Jati rag. Sometimes the ascent and descent may have different number of notes, creating combinations such as 5 notes in ascent and 6 notes in descent. That makes a combination of Ordav Shadav. When we combine these notes in ascending and descending order, a total of 9 combinations are created. Jati gives every rag its unique musical personality. Every rag has a unique identity. One of its features is jati.
Okay, so this is called as jati. Jati in Hindustani music is all about the number of notes that are there within the raga. And now that we are talking about ragas, there are actually multiple types of ragas that are asked in your exams. First raga that is asked, I guess my stylus is good. Alright, thank you. Slides. Telegram. ఇక్కడ saved messages. Okay, నేను చూసుకుంటాను. Alright, yeah, good, we are good. My slides and all are, my notes or pen is back, so I can start writing further again. Let us continue talking. Okay, so we spoke about jati. Jati, I told you, jati in Hindustani music is about the number of ragas that are there, and there are 3 fixed type of jatis. If there are 5 notes within a raga, you call it as Ordav raga. And if there are 6 notes within a raga, you call it as Shadav raga, right? And if you have 7 notes within a raga, you call it as Sampurna raga, right? You call it as a complete or a Sampurna raga. Okay, so these are the types of jatis that are there. And now that we are talking so much about ragas, there are certain ragas that were actually asked in the exams. Okay, for example, in the PYQs of 2025 specifically, there are certain specific names of ragas where they have focused upon. First such raga is Bhairav raga. Second is Bhairavi raga. Okay, second is Bhairavi raga. Then the other raga that they have actually focused upon, or the other raga from which there were questions, is Raga Marva. Okay, then the other raga which was asked in the PYQs is Hamsa Dhvani raga. From the names of these ragas, you can actually tell what kind of raga it is. Okay, for example, let me show you what is raga what is Raga Marva. Just a minute, listen to this. Yeah. Okay, the raga that you listen to now is called as Raga Marva. Okay, now let us say I will write 3 options. Option number 1, pleasure. Option number 2, tense or anxiety. Option number 3 is sadness. Which of these 3 suit the raga that you have listened till now? Which of the options do you think suit the raga that you have listened till now? Two or three? Yes, so Raga Marva is about tense anxiety kind of a scenario. Each raga has got its own style. Bhairav raga is about pleasant morning activity. Raga Marva is about anxiety. Now I will play the other raga also that was asked in 2025 papers. You listen to it, then you will identify what kind of raga it is. Listen to this. Alright. Now let us try to understand, let us take a guess about what kind of raga this could be. Your options again are, the first three options are same. The fourth option I would rather say this is more about love. Okay, which option do you think suits Hamsa Dhani Raga? Which option do you think suits Hamsa Dhani Raga? Yes, it is more pleasant. It's more pleasant in nature. Calm, pleasant kind, pleasure, pleasant type of raga. Yes. So basically, every raga has got its own purpose. Every raga has got its own purpose, its own style, and these are certain ragas that they have actually asked in the exam. There is one more raga which is also actually, there is also one more raga which is even named on behalf of Mia Malhar as well, which is Rag Mia Malfar, that is there. Now the other things, now we have to start. See, we till now we studied about the fundamentals. Ek kaam karenge, we'll do one thing. Let us last part that we actually have to know is about the instruments also. Fundamentals of instruments as well we will understand. Then we will proceed towards the questions. See, various types of instruments are actually available. For example, you have veena, you have sitar, then you have drums, etc. Right? Then you have flute that is there. Right? Then there are cymbals that are there, gongs, etc. There are multiple types of instruments. So based on the type of the instrument, there are various names. For example, if you are taking string instruments such as a veena, sitar, etc. If you are taking string instruments, you call these instruments as tatavadya. See, vadya are the instruments. Tatavadya are the string instruments. Next type of instruments, for example, if you are using any drum type or any membrane type of instruments where you have this thing to beat, etc., that is that. So this you call it as avanadhavadya. Avanadhya vadya. This is called as drum instrument. Then the next type of instrument which is called as a wind instrument. Wind instrument is like a fruit. Sorry, not a fruit. It's like a flute, okay? Not a fruit, it's a flute. So wind instrument is called as a flute kind of a thing, which you call it as Sushira Vadya. Wind instruments are called as Sushira Vadya. And finally, the solid instruments that are there, solid instruments, you call them as Ghana Vadya. Right? So these are multiple types of Vadyas, multiple types of instruments. To be very precise, you have Tatavadya, Avanadhavadya, then you have Sushira Vadya, and you also have Ganavadya. These are the types of musical instruments. So in the fundamental terminologies that we have studied till now, first thing that we studied is Swara. Swara is about the 7 notes. Sari, this part we studied. Sari Gama Padhani, till here we saw this. These are 7 notes. Okay. Then we studied about Raga. The second word that we studied is Raga. Raga is more of a rule book. Raga is a rule book on how you are using the type of notes. And these swaras, there are 2 types of swaras. There are fixed swaras and there are movable swaras. Right? If it is a fixed swara, you call it as Achal swara. Achal swara. Whereas movable swaras, you are calling them as Chal swaras. Right? Then we spoke about Tala. Tal. Tal is about rhythm. And we saw the examples of Teen Tal, Rupak Tal, etc. Then I told you within Chal swaras or within swaras for that matter, there are 3 nodes at which you can play them. Right? Mandra is the lower node. Mandra is the lower node which you indicate with a dot below. Right? Then Madhya. Madhya is a middle node where you indicate it beside or you don't indicate it anywhere. Then you have Tar. Tar is a high node where you put it above. Along with this, the Chal swaras can even go till a much higher node, much higher pitch. Right? You call this as Tivra swara, and usually it is only the Ma note that can go till this Tivra swara. The extreme, if there is a question which says which note of all the 7 can go to the highest pitch point, it is Ma. Then we spoke about jati. Jati within Hindustani music. Okay, within Hindustani music, we spoke about jati, where there are 3 types of jatis. If you are using 5 notes in raga, you call it as Audav raga. If you are using 6 notes, you call it as Shadav raga. And if you have 7 notes, you call it as Sampurna raga. Right? This is what you have studied. Then we have studied about Vadyas, the type of instruments. Right? We spoke of Tatavadya. Then we spoke of Avanadha Vadya. Then we spoke of Sushira Vadya. Right? We spoke of these 3 things. Till now, we studied about these things. And we also studied about Ghana Vadya. This we have studied. Now, we will take a look at the questions. The slides are there. Let us take a look at the questions. Meanwhile, let me take a look at your things. Tal is Ritam. Saptak, yes, Saptak we studied. The jati that I am talking about and the jati that you wrote is completely different. Even I personally hate jati. Jati concept in itself is a nonsense, no doubt about it. Okay, there is no doubt, not even an iota of doubt about what is jati. Jati system has to go. In India, it is a social evil, to be very honest, which is prevalent. Okay. Alright, the PDF looks important. Good. Let us start doing the questions. Please solve question number 1. Please solve question number 1. Right. Which of the following statements is correct or which statement is wrong? First statement says Swara is the 7 basic notes of classical music. Yes or no? Yes. The first statement is correct. There is no doubt about it. What about second statement? A raga is a melodic framework that is built from a set of notes. The notes could be moving up or the notes could be moving down, which is Arohana and Avarohana. Very good. This statement is right. This statement is right. A raga can use notes in any order with no fixed rules. This is wrong. Every raga has got a set of rules. And along with the notes, a raga also has a fixed mood, and often a fixed time of the day. Often fixed time of the day. This is a statement which it is a 50-50 statement. If I am in your place, I would rather go and say that this answer is wrong. But if you take the options, third statement is 100% wrong. So in this question, I'll still go for this. But if somebody says, see, it is about the words of the statement tray. See the statement properly. I'll explain why I wanted to say fourth statement is right. Rather than often, which if I write always, then the statement is absolutely wrong. But the word here is often. So often ki wajah se, this I can still say this is correct statement only. Okay. So raga, there are fixed notes, usually a fixed time of the day. Yes, A is more correct, near correct answer. Now you see this question. Please see the PYQ. Please see this question. The basic notes of Indian classical music are these are called as, what do you call them? The basic notes are called swaras. Yes. Now what is alankara? See, what is the normal meaning of alankar? What is the normal meaning of alankar in normally? What is the meaning of alankar? Alankar is more of a decoration, right? Alankar is more of a decoration, right? So basically, no, Swaras is correct, no problem. Alankar, see, Alankar usually is about decoration, right? So basically what happens is when you are learning Swaras, etc., Alankaras are the fixed patterns. Okay, there are alankaras which actually these are like more of a fixed pattern based exercises, or these you can say these are the fundamental drills. Okay, these are more like a fundamental drills that will help someone to learn music appropriately, right? Alankaras are fundamental drills that are usually used to, or that helps someone to learn the music efficiently, which is called as a decoration. Okay, now I'll show you something about alankara also. Let us go back. Okay, yeah, let's see this.
संगीत की आत्मा को सजाने का सबसे खूबसूरत तरीका है अलंकार, और आइए जानते हैं अलंकार के बारे में इस वीडियो। हेलो म्यूजिशियंस, आइए जानते हैं क्या है अलंकार। संगीत में अलंकार का अर्थ है स्वर सज्जा। यह राग को सुंदर और प्रभावशाली बनाने में मदद करते हैं।
So basically you are using swaras and you are decorating them.
यह स्वर और लय को सजाने वाले तकनीकी अभ्यास है। यह
Okay, so it's a drill where you are using it. You see this. So what you heard here is an alankar, where this is a fixed pattern. So alankars are fixed patterns in which you start using drills. You start practicing the swaras so that you can start singing efficiently, you can start singing much beautifully, right? So these are called as alankars. So the more you start practicing them, for example, this is an alankar, you listen to this. Right, so alankars are the drills that are used for us to master swaras or master various ragas, right? So alankars are the drills to master anything. They are the drills that are used to master things, right? Now you see the next question, please. Please see the next question. What is a melodic framework? Yes. Raga, yes. Raga. Swara is notes. Tal is rhythm. Then what is alap? What is alap? Can someone tell me who is associated with music, etc.? Can you guys tell me what is alap? No, it's not a raga. Okay, yeah, I mean, alap is not a raga. See, the meaning of alap is usually, alap is that part of the music where usually the alap part of the music usually contains the opening sequence. Whenever you start singing, see, yes, it is the initial parts of the notes. It is a slow rhythmic note. It is a slow rhythmic note which is usually used in the opening section. When you start performing something where you are not fixing to any kind of fixed tal, you slowly are unfolding your performance. So that is called as alap. Okay, so artist actually, there is no rhythm. No, it's not chorus. So alap is the initial part of the music where there is no fixed rules, there is no rhythm, etc. that is there, and you just have to start singing slowly and steadily. That is called as alap. Okay. So you can use any kind of gamakas and you can start opening your song. That is called as alap.
अगर आप स्केल सोचते हैं तो उसमें आप स्केल के स्वरों को पहले आ से अदा करते हैं उस अदायगी को और उस फ्रेजिंग को आलाप कहा जाता है गाने के शुरू में। राग का खुलासा कर देती है जिस राग में आप गाने वाले हैं, और उसके अलावा ये आपको ये भी रूम देता है कि रचाव के साथ आप उस बंदिश को जो भी आप गा रहे हो स्केल में वो रचित।
Okay, so the initial part of the performance where you are unfolding, yes, that is called as alap. Very good, nice. Now let's go to next question. Okay, please do this question. Please do this question. Moody melody, raga melody. Arey bhai. Okay. Saptak is an octave which is set of 7 notes. There are 3 saptaks, yes or no? Is this statement correct? There are 3 saptaks. Lower, middle, madhya. Indian classical music has 3 saptaks. Lower, middle, madhya. In notation, a dot placed above a note shows the tar saptak. Yes or no? Yes. And a dot above a note always means the note is flattened. No. So 4 is wrong. 1 is right, 2 is right, 3 is right. This is your answer. Good. Now please go to the next question. See, this is your CPO paper of 2025. This is still our latest 2025 paper. They're asking you these kind of stupid questions. I mean, the questions are good, but it is not fair to ask these kind of questions in SSC exams here. I mean, I seriously feel this is unfair to ask these kind of questions. And look, who will know all these things and study all these things and come? To teach you guys, I had to study a lot to understand a lot. And I am a complete buddhu in understanding these things. It took me a lot of time also. So if there is a swara above or if a dot above, you call it a star saptak. Yes. If there is a star below, what is that saptak? Tell me. If there is a star below, what is that saptak? SSC should ideally not be asking these kind of questions in the exams. This is not fair on part of SSC also. Sure, it is unfair. Yes, it is mandra. Yes. And madhya saptak is where you put the dot beside or you don't put any. Yes. What is the highest point of swara, or what is the highest pitch to which you can take the swara? What is the highest point to which you can take the swara? It is called as tivra swara. Right? Yeah. Now please try this question. How many saptaks are there? There are 3 saptaks. It's okay. Yeah, try this question on jati. Please do this question on jati. Jati, in the sense of ragas, or classifies raga based on how many notes it uses. Yes, the statement is correct. No doubt about it. The statement is right. There are 3 types. If you are using 5 notes, Odav, 6 notes, Shadav, 7 notes, Sampurna. Yes. Jati applies to Hindustani music only, never to Carnatic music. This is wrong. This definition belongs to Hindustani. The definition of classical music, of Carnatic music, of Jati is further difficult, so I try to avoid it there. Nevertheless, it is here. See, in Carnatic music, Jati describes the number of beats within 1 unit of thala. Okay. Now, very unfortunately, I tried more than 45 minutes to understand what the statement is. I tried a lot to understand the meaning of what is Jati in Carnatic music. Somehow I could not understand, so I thought, okay, I will tell them only this part as Hindustani, and I will tell them, if you see the word Laghu associated with the Jati within, you call it Carnatic. Okay, I tried a lot. If there is anyone who is very good at music in the class, I'll be more than happy to know and understand what it is. Okay, I could not comprehend the meaning of it, but if there is any music professional, Carnatic music professional specifically, if you can tell me, I'll be more than happy to learn what is Jati in Carnatic music. So, statement 1 is correct, 2 is correct, This is wrong, this is right. Jati applies to, yes, it applies to both. Okay, so, all right. Next, please see the next question. This is again CGL Tier 1 2025. Okay, to not to ensure to tell you that these are real and credible questions, besides the PYQs, we wanted to mention the shift name, so that you will also understand that this guy is not coming up with some random nonsense that he knows, that he wants to know and teach. No, idiots are asking these questions. Yes, 6 notes you call it as Shadav Raga. Very good. This question. In Carnatic music, a laghu with 5 beats is known as Khanda Jati. This is right. I just learned it and I tried to remember it. I failed to understand what is, okay, I could not understand what is Jati within Carnatic music, so I am not dwelling into this. But yes, this is this. Now you see next question. Yeah, Khanda Jati is right, but if someone can explain what is Khanda Jati or what is Jati in Carnatic music, I'll be more than happy. Right. Please see next question, by the way. Sa and Pa are called as Achal Swaras. Yes or no? Yes. Sa and Pa are Achal Swaras. Ri, Ga, Ma, Dha, Ni are called Chal Swaras. Chal Swaras, Ri, Ga, Dha, Ni can be flattened. Ma can be natural. But I told you, Ma is a swara which can go up to the highest point. So this statement is wrong. 1, 2, 3 are correct. 1, 2, 3 are correct. Fourth statement is wrong. Ma is a swara that can go up to the highest point, which is called as Tivra swara. Right? Now you see this question. Please see this question. So basically there are Chalis swaras. What is the answer, by the way? Sa and Pa are fixed. Others have variants. Yes, this is right. So within swara, let us just recollect it. Sa, Pa, these are achal and fixed. Ri, Ga, Dha, Ni. These will switch between Shuddha swaras, Shuddh and Komalta. Ma can go between Komal and Tivrata. Okay, so this is the overall summarization. Now you see this question. Which swara is the only one that can be sung in its Tivra form? Which swara? Yes, the answer is Ma. Very good. Now please see this question. नाट्य शास्त्रास. ओके, यहाँ इन लोगों ने थियरी दे दिया. ठीक है. So Bharat Muni's Natya Shastra groups all musical instruments into 4 categories. This is correct. Okay. The 4 categorizations were written in Bharat Muni's Natya Shastra. You have Tatavadya, Avanadhavadya and Ghanavadya. Ghanavadyas are solid instruments. Avanadhavadyas are string. Right? Yes or no? Is this part correct? We'll do one thing. Let us recollect the types of vadyas that are there. First is Tatavadya. These are string instruments which are Tatavadya. Then these are air or wind instruments which is Sushirvadya. Membrane instruments you call them as Avanadhavadya. And then Ghanavadya. Ghanavadya are the solid instruments which are present. You don't need any kind of tunings. Now this is a CHSL question, please see. Try this question. Please see this question. 4 groups. Very good. Nice. See this question. Which of the following is a Sushiravadya used in classical music? Phase 13 matriculation 10th standard paper. Okay. Matriculation paper. Please see the question. Sushiravadya, what is it? It's wind instrument. So flute is the correct answer. Right? Flute, Shehnai. Shehnai. Shehnai can also be a Sushiravadya. Yes or no? Alright. Now you see this question. Next question. Which of the following statements best defines Ghanavadya in the context of traditional music? CGL Tier 1, 14th September. Please see this question. Ghanavadyas. Ghanavadyas are solid instruments. You don't need any kind of tuning. You use it for rhythm. This is the correct answer. Okay. Please use the words percussion, wind. You get to know these kind of words also. Right. Now, please see this question. This is CPO paper question. Please see this. What is the answer? Morning peaceful mood. Which raga? Yes, Bhairavi raga or Bhairav raga. Rag Bhairav, Bhairavi. This is for morning peaceful mood. Now try to recollect what is Rag Marva. Rag Marva. Rag Marva आकर Marva के जाएगी भाई. So this is for more tense or intense atmosphere. More tense atmosphere, more intense atmosphere. Okay. What about Raga Hamsadhvani? Hamsadhvani. This is very pleasant. This is very pleasant, and Raga Hamsadhvani, interestingly, is used both in Hindustani and also classical. You heard this raga, right? So Raga Hamsadhvani, the dhvani or the music sounds like a hamsa, swan. A swan's music, you sound like a swan. You're as pleasant, as flowing, and as slow as a swan. So that is Hamsadhvani. It is used in Hindustani and classical music together. Right? Then you have Rag Bhagashri. Bhagashri Raga. Raga Bhagashri. This is used for romantic songs or warm songs, etc. You use Rag Bhageshri, and this is usually sung in the evenings. This is usually sung in the evenings. Okay, so this is CPO paper. Bhageshri, Hamsadhvani, Bhairav, Marva Ragas, they have asked. Now you see the next question. Please try this. Please try this. Gujari Raga is associated with which state? So from the name of the state, you can tell that it is from Gujarat. Okay. So from the name of the state, you can definitely tell this is from Gujarat. See, now we completed part 1. Okay, first part of classical music, we understood all the terminologies, ragas, swaras, all the technical terminologies, etc. Now we need to understand certain evolutions and certain books. Okay, there are certain books that we need to know about, and there are certain evolutionary systems that we need to understand, so that even if there are questions on those evolutionary systems also, we can handle the questions. Why are we studying this topic? Simple. Those guys are asking questions like idiots. So we are forced to study. There is no other option. Okay. So now, Raga, that the part that we are talking about is about what are the books that are there, how it evolved. See, the fundamental evolution of this, there are chances that static GK questions can repeat. I shown you in the PYQs itself. Okay, just now I have shown you Raga based question, CHSL paper. Okay, now again Raga based question, CPO paper. One more question, let me show you. Okay, Vadya's CGL paper, then Vadya's phase paper. So will the question repeat or not? The topics will repeat. The exact questions will not repeat, but definitely there will be certain amount of repetition in the topics. So we are studying the topics as comprehensively as possible without spending more than necessary amount of time. We are not wasting time on these topics, no doubt about it. We are spending only that time that is needed. Okay, now the next part that we are talking about is all in all the overall evolution, the fundamentals of evolution, various books. So in this part we will study about various books that are written. Yes, it is too deep, no doubt about it is too deep. SSC should not give those things. The first book where we are talking about all these things is Natya Shastra. Natya Shastra is the ancient book. Natya Shastra was written by Bharat Muni. Natya Shastra was written by Bharat Muni. This is an ancient book that is there. This book talks about, this is the earliest book which starts talking about jatis. Okay. Now the word jati is different, jati is different. Natya Shastra talks about jatis. In dance also you have jatulu, etc., where you are talking about the, how sounds are arranged. Okay. So jatis, from jatis, over a period of time, we see the evolution of the next part, that is raga. So in the exam, if they ask you, where did raga come from? Ragas came from jatis that were there in the original book of Natya Shastra. Now, in Carnatic music, within Carnatic music, in the earliest days, there is one special or one specific type of a system. The system is called as 72 Melakarta system. Melakarta or Melakarta system. So 72 Melakarta system is about the 72 basic scales. So on all those basic scales, okay, on all these basic scales, the entire Carnatic music ragas are built. Entire Carnatic music ragas are built on this particular thing, and this was actually built by a scholar. The scholar name is also a previous year question. This was written by a scholar, the musicologist or a scholar named Venkata Makhi. Venkata Makhi is the person who wrote the 72 Melakarta system. I will show you what 72 Melakarta system is. Okay, you don't have to learn what it is. I will just show you so that you can understand how these notes, etc., were written, how these nodes are there, etc. You will understand. See this. If you can see my screen, you see a huge disk, and on the disk there are one starting from the center right side in the clockwise direction 1 to 72. You have 72 scales. On each, these are the foundational scales on which all the Carnatic music ragas are written. These 72 scales, this system you call it as 72 Melakarta system, and this was written by a personality named Venkata Makhi. Okay, this is a question that is asked by the examiners or 2025 papers. Couple of times they asked it. They usually say, the statement goes like this: the 72 Melakarta system was devised by Bharat Muni. Most of the people think that this could be a foundational system, so Bharat Muni could be a right answer, but Bharat Muni is not the right answer. Venkata Mahi did this and he wrote it in his book, which is Chatura Dandi Prakashika, but it's okay, don't go about the word or name of the book. So till now we spoke about two things. First thing that we spoke is Natya Shastra written by Bharat Muni. This is the oldest book that was there. This is the oldest book that is there. In this book talks about Jatulu or Jatis, and from Jatis there evolved the next system, which is Ragas. This is the first thing. Second book that we are talking about, the second thing that we spoke about is a textbook is a system basically. It is a system which is 72 Mela Karta system. It's a 72 Mela Karta system. This is the foundation of all Carnatic music scales. Carnatic scales ka this is a foundational system that is there, and this is devised by a personality named Venkatamakhi in 17th century. Now the next book that I'm talking about, or the next thing that I'm talking about, is Margi Sangita. The next treatise, the next composition that I'm talking about is Margi Sangita. Alright. So Margi Sangita is basically, it is considered as a great tradition or a traditional music which usually is more associated with Vedic rituals. This is more ancient in nature, and Margi Sangita is more associated with Vedic rituals. Okay, music as a path to spirituality. Which Veda focuses on music, by the way? Let us do small active recall before I continue. Which Veda focuses on music? Which Veda is about music? The same. Samaveda. Yes. Samaveda talks about music. So Margi Sangita is associated with the kind of music and the spiritualism that is written within the Vedas. This is the third thing that you have to know. The fourth thing, it's a book that you need to know. The book name is Sangeeta Ratnakara. Sangeeta Ratnakara is the book that you have to know. Sangeeta Ratnakara is written by a personality. It is written by a person named Sarangadev. Okay, it is written by a personality named Sarangadev. Sarangadev belonged to the court of a king of Devagiri. Devagiri king court. Okay, the king name is Singhana too, but nevertheless the king name is not important. Sarangideva belonged to a king of Devagiri court of Maharashtra, and Sarangideva wrote a book called as Sangeeta Ratnakara. Sangeeta Ratnakara is, the speciality of Sangeeta Ratnakara is, first thing, it covers both music and dance. It is not exclusively for music or dance, it connects music and dance. And it covers all concepts such as raga, tala, etc. It covers all the concepts. And this book is used by both Hindustani traditions as well as classical traditions. Both the traditions, both the cultures uses this book. This is called as Sangeeta Ratnakara. Okay, this is about Sangeeta Ratnakara. The next thing, the next word that you have to know here is Raga Vivodha. The next terminology that you need to know is Raga Vivodha. Okay, Raga Vivodha. This is the process of the Raga Vivodha. It is a book basically. It's a book or it is a text. This is written by Pandit Somnath. This is written by a personality named Pandit Somnath. Raga Vivodha tells us how to identify a raga with a personality. For example, let's say, how do you define the overall, no, what is a tone? Is it in an emotional tone? Is it in a romantic tone? Is it in a calm tone? Okay, so Raga Vivodha is a book that tells you how you define raga, how you define the personality of raga. This you call it, this book is Raga Vivodha, which is actually written by Pandit Somnath. So these are certain important books that are there in that they will ask you in the exams, in exams point of view. Okay, so these are certain books that they will ask you. Now take a look at the questions. Please see this question. We are about to start from here. Yes, please start from here. Look at the questions. What is the answer? Please try this question that is there on your screen. First statement, in ancient Indian music, jatis were early melodic structure mentioned in the text of Natya Shastra. Yes. Ragas evolved from older jatis. Yes. 72 Melakarta system organizes Carnatic scales. Ancient sage Bharata. Wrong. This is right. Venkatamaki in his book Chaturadandi Prakashika. Yes. Now you see this PYQ. Which of the following statements reflect the evolution of Indian classical music? Which statement is right? Jatis evolved from ragas? No. 72 Mela system was given by Bharata? No. Right? Folk music you originally used Mela? No. So ragas evolved from Jati. 72 Mela was given by Venkatamaki? Yes, this statement is right. This is your CGL question paper. Okay. So in musical traditions, I was talking to you about Margi Sangita. Margi Sangita is more of Vedic rituals, etc. Vedic music, Vedical rituals, etc. And there is one more which is Desi Sangeet. Desi Sangeet is a folk Sangeet. Now you see this question. This is a CGL paper again. 14th shift number 1. Margi Sangeeta is rooted in what? Margi Sangeeta is rooted in Vedic traditions. And folk music is Desi traditions. Folk music is Desi traditions. Yes. Now you see next question, please. Please see this question. Sangeeta Ratnakara was composed by Sharangadeva, who is at a royal court of present-day Maharashtra. Sangeeta Ratnakara is respected by both Hindustani and classical traditions. It is Saptatyai. In the text Raga Vibodha, Pandit Somanath defines Raga's tonal structure. Yes. And Raga Vibodha and Sangeet Ratnakara were both written in the same century by the same author? No. Right? So this is your answer. Right. Now we will see the questions of PYQs, original PYQ question. See this. Which classical music work composed in 13th century by Sharangadeva of Maharashtra is considered as a foundational text of musicology? Sangeeta Ratnakara, right? Natya Shastra was written by? Natya Shastra was written by? Bharat Muni? Natya Shastra was written by Bharat Muni. Abhinaya Darpana was written by Nandikeshwara. Abhinaya Darpana was written by Nandikeshwara, and this book is about Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi. Abhinaya Darpana is written by Nandikeshwara. It is about Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi. Sangeeta Sudha. Sangeeta Sudha was written by Dr. Nukala Chinasatyam. Dr. Nukala Chinasatyam. This guy wrote Sangeeta Sudha. This is about fundamentals of music. This is about fundamentals of music again. Right? Our Siddhi's office is in Hyderabad. Alright. Now I will show you question which is very unfortunate again, but see this. In Raga Vibhodha, Pandit Somanath defines Raga through Deva Maya Swarupa or ethos. Which of the following denotes its tonal structure? This is a very sad state of the question that they have asked. I specifically did not go so deep into the topic. I know that I have gone enough deep. So if there is such kind of question, please skip it. What we studied is more than enough. Beyond this, if there are questions like this, skip karo. Okay? If there are questions like this, skip karo. The answer is Svaralakshana. Yes, no doubt about it. But if there are questions like this, kindly skip it. Okay. Now you see, try this question. Which of the following statements are correct? Yeah, I mentioned it, but yes. Please see this. Indian classical music developed into two main traditions, Hindustani and classical. Carnatic music developed largely without Persian Islamic influence. Hindustani music, it absorbed the cultures and through royal courts. And despite the split, both have same roots in raga and tala. All the statements are correct. All the statements are perfectly correct. Now you see this question. Please see this question. Carnatic music is practiced in which part of the country? South part of the country. Okay. This question. It's Hindustani music. Now I want to show you some part of the question. Some part of the notes I want to show you and I want to talk to you. Please give me a minute. Let me open your notes, share my screen and then talk to you. See, this is the class notes that is given to you, the static GK short notes. We spoke of Hindustani Carnatic split also. Now we need to understand certain things about Hindustani classical. So within Hindustani classical, there are certain terminologies, if you know, that is more than enough. Okay. For example, this part, Drupad is a part of Hindustani. This is enough. Drupad is serious. Drupad is a part of Hindustani, right? Then you also have one more thing, which is Khayal. Khayal is also a part of Khayal style of singing, is also a part of Hindustani style of singing. Then you have Thumri. Thumri is more of romantic and expressive in nature. Then you have Thappa. Thappa is very playful, which is a folk song oriented. This part of the notes is very important. Okay, see, within Hindustani music, there are certain styles of singing. If you are singing in a serious manner, that is called as Drupad style of singing. If you are singing in a more flexible style, it is Khayal. Thumri is romantic. Thappa is very playful. This part you know enough. Then you know about Teental. We studied very clearly. Teental about 16 beat cycle. This is enough. And beat 9 is Khali. This is a previous question. Beat 9 Khali is a previous question and these are associated with Kathak also. Beyond this, there are certain things that you also need to know, especially Gharanas. Gharanas are the schools that are there. They are asking questions on Gharanas, especially the Jaipur Gharana, founded by Ustad Alladia Khan. This part, this line, they can ask you which Gharana and who is the founder, etc. Patiala Gharana, founder, or who belongs to which Gharana. So these are certain deeper elements and deeper aspects of Hindustani music that they are asking. You can revise it from the revision table. Similarly, in Carnatic music, you need to know about Tyagaraj, Muthuswami Dikshitar and Shyama Sastri. These people are called as Carnatic music trinity. Okay, Tyagaraja gave Pancharatna Kirtis, or 5 gems or 5 Kirtis that is there. These are the 5 Kirtis that are there, which are given by Tyagaraja. This part they can ask you questions. So beyond this, this is actually more than enough. Then Carnatic instruments, musical instruments, I'll give you one small appendix notes. Okay, I hope you understood what you need to study. Just a minute, I will address your questions, but let me come back to the part. Yeah, I hope you have understood what you need to study, what is necessary. I have told you all the fundamental details completely. In Hindustani, please know Drupad, Thumri, Thappa, Bas. In Carnatic, and you know the Gharanas. And in within Carnatic, you know about the musical trinity, the Carnatic trinity, and Tyagaraja contribution. Enough. Beyond this, don't run behind anything. So now that the class is completed, this notes will be uploaded in your static GK course notes in the next 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes, this notes will be uploaded in the static GK part. In your static GK course, this notes will be uploaded. Am I live? मतलब cut हुआ क्या हुआ? There seems to be a buffering lag from my side. Is there any buffer issue? Yeah, in the app. Yes. It looks like there is a buffer issue. No, okay. My screen got stuck. No problem. Alright. So this part you study, and then the practice questions part, this will anyways be uploaded. Now that the class is over, the practice questions PDF will also be given to you. So you take a look at the short notes and then practice the questions. This is more than enough. And it took a lot of time for me to study this entire topic, to understand what goes on, what they can ask you, etc. It took a lot of time to study, and I am from a completely non-musical background. So if there are any mistakes in this, which a professional, if some of you is a music professional who see these classes and you feel there is a mistake that is there, please do correct me. I'll be always open to learn things. Okay. All right. So this is end of today's class. Previously given GS Astra series for music. No, see this part, it is more precise in nature. This class, what if nothing is asked from what you taught? Okay, that's a very weird question, but yeah, we will understand it based on phase papers. We will see phase papers. Okay, let us analyze the phase 14 papers. Let us see phase 14 papers. I am pretty sure the questions to your answers will be evident and visible in phase 14 papers. अगर SSC ने खेला करेगा तो ये वाले के बाद we will do another PYQ series, and in this तो whatever is necessary तो सीख लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं. ठीक है, चलो, thank you so much, bye bye. This is all for today. See you all tomorrow with books and authors. Tomorrow is books and authors. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Chalo, bye bye. या 2 to 3 weeks तो रहेगा ही रहेगा. Western classical, अरे भाई, if there's Western classical, I'll be like, okay, skip. Indian classical, it is still fair enough for that we need to know. Morning as usual, 9 o'clock. Today is just an exception. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, as usual, we will meet. Thank you, Surya Narayana. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is morning as usual. I don't know, Sahil. Minoxidil, it did not work for me. I stopped worrying about all those things, okay? I stopped giving a damn about all of it. So, ठीक है, try करके देखो. 5% से You'll go to 10% maybe. Slowly it might work initially, but end of the day when you stop it, it might again be counterproductive. देखते हैं क्या है. So I don't use anything. I'm good. I'm happy with what I'm. Chalo. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good night. Good night.